Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a topic that's absolutely vital, but almost always ignored until, well, it's way too late. We're talking about new construction drain inspections. More specifically, we're going to look at the critical steps your builder is probably skipping right now. Picture this for a second. You're walking through a freshly finished building, right? You've got flawless paint, shining floors, stunning architecture. It really looks perfect. But right beneath that pristine surface, a literal disaster could be waiting to just bubble up into your brand new investment. I mean, imagine raw sewage backing up onto those expensive hardwood floors. Or think about the sheer eye-watering cost of having to jackhammer a brand new foundation just to find a single broken pipe. It's a total nightmare. Okay, so here's our roadmap for today. We're going to cover the hidden underground threat, what builders actually skip, high-risk plumbing danger zones, the anatomy of a good inspection, and finally, how to protect your investment. Let's get right into it. Section 1. The hidden underground threat, the point of no return. So in any build, there is this absolutely critical moment. We call it the point of no return. It's the exact moment the ground is closed up. Now, buried under heavy concrete slabs and all that extensive landscaping are massive, massive risks. We're talking about things like misaligned pipe runs, improper slopes, cracked fittings, and even completely blocked lines. And here's the kicker. Once that concrete is poured, finding and fixing these invisible failures goes from being a relatively cheap, quick fix to an incredibly expensive demolition nightmare. Early inspection, like before that slab is poured or the landscaping is finished, is for sure your best defense against these hidden issues.
Moving on to Section 2, what builders actually skip, uncovering industry shortcuts.
Now, as tight deadlines loom on a project, it's kind of crazy how crucial steps just magically vanish from the to-do list. Builders often skip pre-cover verification completely. They just totally ignore slope and alignment. Or, they'll test at the absolute wrong times, either before the final connections are even made or way after everything is already covered up. They also fail to properly document things with video, and shockingly, they'll leave so-called minor defects like hairline cracks or the early signs of root intrusion for later. Honestly, this kind of negligence directly reduces water flow and practically guarantees future backups. Backups that, by the way, could have been incredibly straightforward to fix early on.
Section 3. High-risk plumbing danger zones, where risks concentrate.
It's basically human nature, right? Builders and buyers alike focus really heavily on the beautiful kitchen island or that luxurious walk-in shower, all the highly visible interior work. But by underemphasizing the hard-to-reach, underground segments, well, that gorgeous finish above ground is most likely masking some serious structural weaknesses buried far below. It's like putting a really pretty Band-Aid over a broken bone.
Now, what's really interesting here is how specific physical danger zones actually have very specific environmental triggers. For example, take long buried runs. They tend to fail and snap under heavy peak load use. What about transitions between different pipe materials? Well, those actually warp and crack during seasonal temperature changes. Connection points at cleanouts, those face immense pressure during peak loads. And if the backfill grading shits around, the pipe literally moves right along with it. Eventually, these environmental triggers will expose those hidden installation shortcuts we talked about, and that turns seemingly small oversights into recurring, highly destructive nightmares.
Which brings us to Section 4, Anatomy of a Good Inspection. What good looks like.
So, what does a proper inspection actually look like? Well, a truly robust inspection utilizes closed-circuit video, thorough pressure or water testing, and has strict, clearly defined criteria for exactly what triggers a rework or repair. That's the gold standard. But too often, builders just settle for a mere checkbox exercise. You know the kind. No defined thresholds, testing done at completely the wrong time, and absolutely zero video proof of the actual pipe condition. Please don't settle for a basic checkbox that's just meant to appease a local jurisdiction. It's literally leaving your entire investment incredibly vulnerable.
Finally, Section 5, How to Protect Your Investment. Actionable steps for property owners. Okay, so here is your playbook to avoid these disasters. Step 1, insist on raw evidence. And by that, I mean full reports and closed-circuit video records while the pipes are still fully accessible. Seriously, do not just take their word for it. Step 2, demand that all flagged issues are completely repaired and then re-inspected before a single shovel of dirt goes back over them. And Step 3, let's say you've already moved in and those records are just mysteriously missing, hire a professional to run an assessment immediately.
Taking action early is really the only way to save yourself from the sheer nightmare of expensive concrete demolition later on.
I really want you to remember this critical takeaway from our source material. Quote, "The difference between a smooth handover and a costly repair cycle is frequently decided long before the ground is closed." Think about that for a second. Early intervention isn't just a luxury. It's not a nice to have. It is absolute, non-negotiable protection for the long-term health and financial stability of your property.
So I'll leave you with this provocative thought. Is your property's plumbing a true clean slate, or is it a costly repair cycle just waiting to erupt? Don't let your dream project turn into an underground nightmare. Demand proper verification and ensure your building's foundation is truly secure from the inside out. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.